we need not do the call and response in the interest of time. And we'll go in turns and everyone can read one translation. 2.54. Second chapter, 54th verse.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Page number, it may vary from edition to edition. Okay, everyone ready? Or yeah, please feel free to recite the Sanskrit after me. Yeah, it won't take that much time. Okay, please repeat after me and then we'll go in line. Everyone can read one translation. Okay, please repeat after me. Arjuna Uvacha
Vishnuvacha
Sthitaprajnasya ka bhasha
Stataprajnasya ka bhasha
Samadhisthasya keshava
Samadhisya keshava
Sthitadhih kim prabhasheta
Stadhirma kim pasheta
Kimasita vrajeta kim.
Nasita vajeta kim.
Prabhu, would you like to read that translation?
Arjun said, O Krishna, what are the symptoms of one whose consciousness is thus merged in transparent form? How does he speak and what is his language? How does he sit and how does he walk?
Yeah, so how does he speak means how does he respond to situations? It is said, a fool, whether somebody is a fool or whether somebody is a really great, highly learned personality is revealed when he opens his mouth. So sometimes somebody may look very handsome, may be wearing nice suit and boot, but after opening the mouth, if all that comes out is rubbish, then yeah, one realizes that okay, this cannot be a elevated personality. But sometimes it may see that great souls may externally appear like fools, but when they open their mouth, one realizes, oh, he is a great soul. Can somebody remind us of an instance in the scriptures where a great soul appeared like a fool almost, but when he opened his mouth and started speaking, the other party realized, oh, he's a great soul, I offended him, I made a mistake. Any?
I think many people thought Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was just an ecstatic person, and then as soon as he started talking, maybe that's why he was the supreme personality of Godhead.
Okay, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay. I'm specifically thinking of one, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu didn't appear like some outcast or something. He had a very charismatic, attractive personality as well. But there was one great soul in the past who literally looked like a fool, like an animalistic being, but he wasn't. He was a great soul. Yeah.
Third birth of Bharat Maharaj. Jad Bharat.
Jad Bharat, yes. Wonderful. Yeah. Jad Bharat. Yes. So, yeah. Oh, Prabhu, you have same. Okay, so great souls, characteristics of great souls we are reading. Okay, now next, Lord Krishna says, he starts answering Arjuna. Shri Bhagavan Vacha
Shri Bhagavan Vacha
Prajahati yada kaman Sarvan Partha Manogatan Atmanyevatmana Tushtah Sthita Prajnastatocchate. Next, Mataji, could you please read out the translation? Oh, Mataji, then would you? If possible.
55. So you don't have a
Oh, okay, that's okay. Yeah, Mataji, could you?
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, O Partha, when a man gives up all varieties of desire for sense gratification which arise from mental concoction, and when his mind thus purified finds satisfaction in the alone, then he is said to be in pure transcendental consciousness.
Yeah, so Krishna starts describing the symptoms of somebody whose consciousness is absorbed in transcendence. Such a person finds satisfaction in the self alone, in the self and in the super self. Who is our super self? Who is our origin? Lord Krishna. So, yes, somebody who finds satisfaction not in external things. Oh, only if I get an iPhone, I will be satisfied. Only if I get a MacBook, I will be satisfied. Only if I get a bungalow, I will be satisfied. No, that's not the characteristic of a great soul. These are not the characteristics that impress Lord Krishna, but somebody who is satisfied by the mere knowledge that he is the Atma and he is connected with the Param Atma, with Lord Shri Krishna, with Bhagavan. Such a person is highly impressive to Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna is pleased with such a person. Okay. Next. Dukkheshvanudvignamana Sukheshu Vigataspriha Vitaragabhayakrodha Sthitadhir Muniruchyate.
One who is not disturbed in mind even amidst the threshold menace or elated when there is happiness. Who is free from attachment, fear, anger is called a state of steady mind.
Yeah, threefold miseries. They refer to miseries caused by our body and mind, miseries caused by living entities around, and miseries caused by natural factors, natural forces, say earthquakes, tsunamis. So one who is not disturbed by these, any of these three types of miseries, or one who is not elated when there is happiness, one who doesn't get wings and starts flying in the air. Oh, now such a nice thing happened with me in life. My company's stock price grew up. One who doesn't get elated is a sage of steady mind, and one who is free from attachment, fear, and anger. So fear happens because we are attached to this world. Fear, the more we are not attached to this world, the more we become fearless. And the more we are attached, we start fearing that we may lose what we are attached to. Okay. And then next verse. Yeah. Sarvatra navisnehas tat prapya shubhashubham nabhinandati nadveshti tasya prajna pratishtita. Dilip Prabhu, could you please?
In the material world, one who is unaffected by whatever good or evil he may obtain, neither praising it nor despising it, is firmly fixed in perfect knowledge.
Yeah. Our tendency in this world is to, when something good happens to us, we start thinking, kitna acha hua. In Marathi, there's a word called Abhinandan. I think even in English it is used. Even in Hindi it is used. Abhinandan means congratulations. Abhinandan. When something good happens to us in our life, we tend to congratulate ourselves. So nice. Such a nice thing happened to me. We become elated. And when something not so nice happens to us, we become depressed. Oh, kya ho gaya? We start lamenting. But one who is free from both of these, one who neither praises, oh, wah, kya acha hua, when something so-called good happens, and one who neither despises it, kya bura hua, oh, such a bad thing happened to me in my life. One who neither praises something good that happens to himself in life, neither does he despise when something so-called bad happens. Such a person is firmly fixed in perfect knowledge. What is that perfect knowledge which can enable one to be detached from both these dualities? The knowledge of ourselves being transcendent to this material realm and our connection with God, with Krishna. So yes, if we can live with this consciousness, we can become impressive to the Supreme Lord. Next verse. Now here in this verse, Krishna describes how somebody can, when the senses are not needed to be used, how a great soul retracts himself. So basically Krishna is answering Arjun's question, how does a great soul sit? Sit doesn't technically mean sit, means how does a great soul disengage himself from this world? Okay. Yada samharate chayam
Samharte chayam
kurmongani vasarvashah indriyani indriyarthebhyas tasya prajna pratisthita.
Pratishtita.
Prabhu,
One who is able to withdraw his senses from sense objects, as a tortoise draws its limbs within its shell, is firmly fixed in perfect consciousness.
yeah. You see that a tortoise, when it sees some danger around, it retracts its limbs inside the hard shell to save itself from predators. I had seen one picture, I think it was a real photograph of a tortoise on some farmlands pathway, and some cheetah nearby coming to attack it, and the tortoise has safely retracted its limbs inside the shell. So, yes, similarly, a great soul, when he senses when he or she senses some danger around, danger of what? Danger to the spiritual consciousness. When there are temptations around, a great soul retracts his or her senses inside and doesn't engage much with this world. A great soul doesn't derive happiness in all the worldly activities, which typically most of the world runs after. If a great soul, ordinary materialistic people may like atmospheres like discotheque and all, but a great soul is not interested in such atmospheres. A great soul retracts himself if caught up in such situations somehow. Happy hour in the office. It's called happy hour, no? Where everyone gets together, drinks something, they may drink alcohol and all. A great soul is not interested in it. So he or she retracts the senses. We may still talk to people. We don't hate people, but we are not interested in worldly activities. So, knowing the ultimate goal of pleasing Lord Krishna. Okay. Next, Vishaya vinivartante
Sham Vartante
niraharasya dehinah
Rasidena
rasavarjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate.
Drishtva Nivartate.
Prabhu, would you like to?
The embodied soul may be restricted from sense enjoyment, though the taste for sense object remains. But seizing such engagements by experiencing a higher taste, he is fixed in consciousness.
Yeah. So this is a continuation from the previous verse. How? Simply retracting our senses from things that please the senses, which are technically called the sense objects. Simply retracting our senses from them, we may not really find that our consciousness is transcending this world. We may still find that our senses have attraction to these sense objects. But what enables us to transcend these pushings of the senses? When we experience a higher taste. It is only when our hearts are filled with some higher taste, some taste of Krishna consciousness. And what is that higher taste Krishna is talking about? It is Krishna consciousness, divine love for God. When that even a ray of that divine love, when it touches our heart, oh, it has such an inundating effect. It simply overpowers us, and everything looks pale in front of it. Stale, pale, and meaningless in front of them. So when somebody experiences that higher taste, the higher taste of divine love for Lord Shri Krishna, and yeah, materialistic things lose their flavor. They no more look attractive. Okay. Next verse. Yatato yapi kaunteya purushasya vipashchitah indriyani pramathini haranti prasabham manah. True? What is it? Yeah.
The senses are so strong and impetuous, O Arjuna, that they forcibly carry away the mind, even of a man of discrimination is endeavoring to control them.
Yeah, the senses that look for material pleasures around, they are very powerful. We cannot underestimate them. Just by a little bit of spiritual activity, we cannot assume that we have transcended the senses. We really need to take shelter of Lord Krishna and his pure devotees. And that is what will enable us to rise above the pushings of these senses. Otherwise, yeah, with our own endeavor, yeah, we cannot do much. This can feel discouraging, but no, there is hope. If we take shelter of the Lord, in the next verse, Krishna will give us some hope. Matpara. Krishna will say in the next verse, dedicate yourself to me, and that way it will be easier to conquer the these insurmountable sensual desires. So, yeah, the senses are very strong. Krishna is informing us here. We cannot underestimate that. Next verse. Tani sarvani samyamya yukta asita matparaha vashehi yasyendriyani tasya prajna pratishtita. Could you please read? Yeah.
One who restrains his senses, keeping them under full control, and focuses consciousness upon which is known as man-master equilibrium.
Yeah. So Krishna is giving us a twofold formula here. Restraining the senses, yes, that is good. That is an important step, but it is still incomplete. After restraining the senses, what is to be done? Fixing our consciousness upon whom? Upon Lord Shri Krishna. Yukta asita matpara. So, yes, this twofold formula will lead us to spiritual success. What is the twofold formula? Without seeing, can anyone answer? Fixing our consciousness on Krishna. Yes, thank you. Okay, now in the next 2-3 verses, Krishna will describe how consciousness degrades in the presence of temptations. Okay. Dhyayato vishayan pumsah Sangasteshu pajayate Sangat sanjayate kama Kamat krodho bhijayate.
While contemplating the objects of the senses, a person develops attachment for them, and from such attachment, lust develops, and from lust, anger arises.
Yeah, it all begins with contemplation. When we contemplate on something that can cause us temptation, then we start developing attachment to that. We start intensely hankering for it. And that hankering is nothing but lust. So, lust could specifically mean attraction, hankering for the opposite gender, but lust in general, the word kama in Sanskrit can also refer to any type of material hankering. Okay, then, and from kama or material hankering arises anger, because when our lust is unfulfilled, it leads to anger. And in the next verse, Krishna will describe how that's the downfall of our consciousness. Krodhat bhavati sammoha, sammohat smritividbhramah, smritibhramshat buddhinasho, buddhinashat pranashyati.
From anger, complete delusion arises, and from delusion, bewilderment of memory. When memory is bewildered, intelligence is lost, and when intelligence is lost, one falls down again into the material world.
Thank you. Prabhu, should we pause here? I think. When the chapter ends at verse 72. We are at 62 right now, 63. So 9 more verses to go. Maybe we can skip the Sanskrit and just read through the translation. Okay. Maybe without any explanation, we'll just read through them. And I would highly recommend, please read the commentary, the purport given below. Whatever I have been able to, points I have been able to add are all based on the purport. Purports are realizations of a great soul who is sharing this Gita wisdom with us. So, in modern times, Srila Prabhupada, the founder of ISKCON, he has given us these English commentaries. You can see the purport below, that explain to us how we can apply this wisdom in our day-to-day life. So these purports are filled with